Have you ever wondered why Minecraft Bedrock is garbage? In today's episode from Forever Bedrock, we are going to dive right into that topic. Kay and I started playing Minecraft about 6 years ago, maybe 7. 2017, I want to say. And ever since then, there have been quite a few times that I have asked myself that question. Why exactly is the Bedrock version of Minecraft garbage compared to Java? Don't get me wrong. There are a lot of positives to the Bedrock version of the game, performance being one of them. Performance far better than the Java version. But there are so many things where Bedrock pales in comparison to Java that it just begs the question of why the Bedrock version of Minecraft is sort of the redheaded stepchild. So let's get into this topic a little bit. Recently, the developers saw to it in the last 2 weeks to remove 2 XP bugs, furnace glitches that we were using in the Bedrock edition to obtain XP for mending tools and armor. 2 weeks, they removed 2 bugs, but didn't do anything about the actual root cause of the problem, which is that it's much harder to get XP to do those things in the Bedrock version of the game. Therefore, with the removal of these 2 bugs, you basically end up spending more time now grinding, trying to get XP from skelly spawners, possibly having an Enderman farm, maybe a portal ticking farm, but all players don't play that way. All players are not technical players. All players don't like farms. And so by removing this method of getting XP easily, which was a bug, totally agree that it was a bug, it needed to be removed from the game. But by removing it without replacing or fixing the root cause, it gave me serious concerns. That's one of the things that recently is leading me to wanting to cover this in the video today. There have been so many bugs in Bedrock that have persisted for years is another reason. Recent big major issue with entities in entire chunks despawning was fixed in the most recent update. But the bug that preceded it, where entities disappear when crossing chunk lines, chunk borders, and let's give a minecart as an example. If that minecart is left on and it crosses chunk borders, you lose the minecart. We've all been there, we've all done it. I usually keep a double chest full of minecarts just in case I've made farms and not chunk aligned them. That bug has been around since Kay and I have been playing, 7 years. And is yet to be fixed. But yeah, there's these other fixes that come into play that actually make the player experience worse or more arduous, more time consuming before fixing these major ones. So that's some of the main reasons, like right now, that this topic is kind of front and center with Kay and I right now, and many other Bedrock players. So let's do a little bit of looking into this. One of the first things that we need to look at is some numbers. We're going to go ahead and show on the screen here, we're going to go ahead and put up recent sales figures of Minecraft. So let's take a look at these numbers from 2020 and 2021, and then we'll cover why I think this is important. So number one right there, Minecraft app was downloaded over 10 million times on Google Play. By August 2020, 5.43 million Xbox One copies have been sold globally. And then one other stat is that more than 3.2 million copies of those were in the United States alone. So now, let's go over why that's important. Before we get into exactly some reasons why I think these numbers are important, I want to urge everybody, if you care about the Bedrock edition of Minecraft, to hang in there with me. I realize this is not an exciting video, but I think it might be one of the most important videos that we possibly may ever make on the channel. So if you care about the game, you care about improving it, hang in there with us. So the first reason that this is important, the sales numbers, is we all have to realize that even though Minecraft is a video game, Minecraft is a business. And it's a large business, as we see from the number of sales. Minecraft is also owned by another larger business, probably one of the largest businesses in the world, and that's Microsoft. So when you have a product that reaches that many people, you need feedback from those customers. Now, as a whole, Minecraft, I think, does a really good job of making themselves accessible and providing the opportunities for the customers to give feedback. There are several developers from both the Java and Bedrock teams that I see that are very active on Twitter. They respond to people, they post things, updates, etc. I'm sure that there's some, I'm not a big Reddit fan myself, but I'm sure that the devs are also very active in Reddit. But when we think about those avenues, that's a one-on-one kind of a conversation. Even if there's a thread where multiple people hop on and agree with something, that's still basically one person making a comment, bringing up an issue or a complaint to one developer. And to get even better information, we have Minecraft.net, the feedback site, the bug tracker. That's what we're going to take a look at here. And keep in mind the millions upon millions of users that we know exist in the Bedrock platform. And we're going to take a look at some of the feedback site vote totals. And I think we're going to get a little bit better picture as to maybe why some of these problems in the Bedrock edition of the game persist. This first screenshot here is one that I pulled up from issues that have been reported that are related specifically to realms. Now, if you take a look at this, realms render distance, that's a very common issue that people cite. And I won't go over them all, but one player sleep down there at the bottom, one player sleep options, that's another one that a lot of folks would like to see changed. But what I want you to focus on there is look at the vote totals. We have millions of Bedrock players, millions. 1,283 votes for realms render distance being an issue that needs to be addressed, and 321 for one player's sleep. Now let's take a look at parity issues. Java parity, spectator and hardcore game mode, 18,690 votes. Decent amount of votes. Add shifting under 1.5 blocks and crawling. Map markers, 2,200 votes. Java parity, sweeping edge. Not too bad. All those are very important. Java parity to add advancements, 995 votes. 100% TNT drops, one that I hear quite a bit, one that I'm most interested in myself as I'm building all this concrete the way that I am here in Bedrock. 866 votes. Chunk border display option like the F3 key, 783 votes. Now, when you have millions upon millions of players and users of a product, and the biggest concerns raise 18,000 votes, you got to ask yourself, we as Bedrock players have to ask ourselves, is that really enough to sway a company to invest resources, time, and allocate those resources to solving those issues when it is such a small percentage when compared to the total number of Bedrock players? I got to tell you, when I look at that, I say no. If I'm Mojang or the head of the Bedrock development team and I see numbers like that, this would not get my attention enough to prioritize these over other projects and things that are going on within the game. Instead, what I would do is what it appears that the development team is doing, which is I would take the list of issues that are out there and I would fix the easiest ones first that take the least amount of time, resources, and effort, unless there's game-breaking ones, which honestly Minecraft has always addressed game breakers pretty well. And then they come out of the blue with some of these, like this XP furnace glitch fix that they've put in that really aren't major. They're definitely not major in the fan base, the player base's eyes, but they just come out of the blue and figure, well, it's probably because they were easy to fix and didn't take any extra effort or time away from other projects. And it was probably a heck of a lot easier to fix the furnace glitch bug than it was to address the root cause, which has to do with mob spawning and other factors that make XP more difficult to get in the Bedrock version versus the Java version. So, where does that leave us and what do we do? What I am going to suggest and ask is something that we normally try to have a little fun with on our channel as far as asking for subs and shares and things like that. But I want to put a serious call out to everyone that sees this video to tell all of your friends who are Bedrock players about the video and to share it with them. The more eyes that we get on this video, And the more people that we get actually as a community, as a Bedrock community, logging into Minecraft.net, upvoting the issues, upvoting bugs that are in the system already, the faster we will make a difference. And now I can already hear a lot of you in the background saying, oh yeah, but there's so many votes on issues on the tracker already that don't get addressed. I want to remind everyone, millions and millions and millions of players, the highest total votes for any one solid issue was 18,000, I believe it was. Kay and I absolutely love Minecraft, and we love the Bedrock version of the game. And I think that if we all band together, we share this video around, share it with all of our friends who play Bedrock, share it in Discords that allow that kind of thing. You know, there's a lot of bigger Bedrock specific channels than ours that also have Discord communities. If we can get the word out about this video to that many people, we will make a difference. And we'll be doing it in a positive manner. And I don't think that the developers have any kind of bad intentions. I think honestly what they're doing though is going off the information that we provide them and making the best decisions that they can based on the signals that we're sending them. So let's get the word out to the Bedrock community as far and wide as we possibly can, and show them what issues we are the most concerned about and the ones that we care about the most. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Boring video, I know. Very important topic. Till the next time, take it easy everyone. Have a good one.